Hey everyone, my name is Mike Holohan. I am the organizing pastor of the Commonwealth of Oakland, which is a new worshiping community in Oakland. And I'm also the co-chair of the Lazarus Fund team, along with Jason Shiflett, a deacon at Sixth Presbyterian Church. Every time we gather for Presbytery, we take a special offering for the Lazarus Fund and also the Hunger Fund. And this time, I wanted to take a few moments to talk a little bit about the Lazarus Fund. The Lazarus Fund is a justice ministry of Pittsburgh Presbytery that witnesses to the good news of Jesus Christ by ensuring that our neighbors have access to adequate housing. In order to help prevent homelessness, the fund gives financial assistance for rent, security deposits, mortgages, and utilities. People apply at local participating Presbyterian churches. The work has become even more crucial during the pandemic, when many are experiencing extraordinary economic hardship. Federal and state moratoriums on evictions have protected some tenants, but unscrupulous landlords have continued to push some people out. And when the moratoriums are lifted, many more families will be in danger of losing their homes. The Lazarus Fund leadership team has responded to this crisis by doubling the amount of individual grants up to $400, and by giving larger block grants to participating churches for them to distribute according to local need. Churches who are interested can apply for these block grants through the Presbytery website by clicking on Our Ministries, Justice Ministries, Lazarus Fund, and then Church Partnership Request. We've been able to fund this increase through the continued generous support of individuals and churches. And I want to highlight Hillcrest United Presbyterian Church, who this month are taking special Sunday collections for the fund. We are anticipating an exponential growth in applications in January. Our neighbors will need every dollar we can spare. You can donate online anytime, including now. The link will be posted in the chat window. As we prepare our offerings for the Lazarus Fund and Hunger Fund, I want to take a moment to recognize the faithful servant leadership of three saints who have recently retired from the Lazarus Fund after many years of service. Elizabeth Millay, elder at Kerr Presbyterian Church, served 5 years on the Lazarus Fund. Reverend Jim Davidson, pastor at First Presbyterian Church of Elizabeth and also Lincoln Place Presbyterian Church, served for 15 years on the Lazarus Fund Committee. And finally, Reverend Wayne Meyer of Christ Community Church of McKees Rocks served for over 20 years on the Lazarus Fund team. As interviewers, they have listened to hundreds of stories of hardship while offering emotional and spiritual support alongside the tangible support of financial assistance. And as members of the distribution committee, they have spent uncountable hours reviewing all of the many applications from all of the participating churches and making difficult decisions about how to best allocate the relatively limited resources of the Lazarus Fund. By giving their time, they ensured that the Lazarus Fund could be operated almost entirely by volunteers, with some staff support from the presbytery and the participating churches, thereby maximizing the amount of money that went directly to the people who needed it. And by practicing discernment, they instilled confidence in the individuals and churches who trusted the Lazarus Fund with their donations. The faithful leadership of Wayne, Jim, and Liz helped hundreds of neighbors over the years and helped to ensure that the Lazarus Fund would be prepared to meet the present crisis. And so we thank you for your service.